Welcome back to the Genus Brewing Channel, everyone. We are down at the Steel Barrel Tap Room and Incubator Project.
And we've actually got a beer brewing in the background, which you should check out more about on the Steel Barrel channel, because we talk a little bit about what we're doing on that, sort of.
Yeah, especially because we are doing it with this guy who I don't think has been on the channel before.
No, I've not been on the Genus channel.
Yeah, and what's your name?
My name's Joe Potter. I'm a partner in the Steel Barrel with Peter over here, and I'm the head brewer, dishwasher, janitor, and crappy accountant for Little Spokane Brewing Company.
Bam, check it out. Little Spokane.
Social media is linked below. And today what we're doing is we're blind tasting light beers. We promised you guys that would happen, and so now it is. It's already happened before, but Logan and I screwed it. Mostly Logan, 100% Logan's fault, not mine. Screwed up and didn't record the sound the first time, so we're doing it again.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good interpretation of what the sound was like. So let's just dive right in. Of all the beers we have, we're tasting Miller Lite, Coors Light, Bud Light, Rolling Rock, PBR,
and that's it.
And that's it. So we're gonna judge these. We're gonna kind of try to rank them, and we'll see what we think. And there's blind tasting, so we don't know going into it, and we'll find out at the end if we're right on what beers they are and what we think the ranking of all these beers is.
So let's go ahead and get on our first beer.
All right.
My body's telling me yeah.
He seems like a nice guy.
I thought he did too.
We weren't allowed to leave, but the mansion was. So we got our first round of beer here, and we are going to.
Bartender's hot.
I know, right? Oh my god.
Like sweaty hot. I'll give him my tip.
So overall, I get a little bit of a sulfury nose, not a ton.
Sweet.
Yeah, sweet.
There's a sweetness to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet grain, but it's pretty neutral compared to having tasted these before. This one's pretty neutral so far. Bland, very watery. But yeah, just kind of that sweet grain character is the biggest component. I get maybe a little bit of vegetable, baby vegetables.
Yeah, I get a little bit of the canned vegetable taste to it. There is like a tiny bit of hop character that I'm picking up, but like
there's a little balance, but it's definitely like way leaning on the malt side.
it's so cold. That's part of the problem.
It is, yeah.
I feel like are the mountains blue? Are the mountains blue?
Yeah, beer number one, super neutral, nothing too obtrusive or anything like that.
I feel like it's beer flavored Gatorade, honestly. This is about what it tastes like.
It's what plants crave. Stop having such a sensitive tush.
My neck.
Here you guys go.
Woo!
I didn't cheat, I promise.
You didn't cheat. All right. Does this beer look lighter than the first one?
That looks about the same to me. So they're that color, and then look at that. Super orange, which shows the opposite of what's the clarity of this beer, I guess. The lightness.
Okay, so second beer
This
now.
is the second beer.
Yeah.
This one is
I have,
more offensive on the nose.
I pick up a little bit of banana. I'm pretty sure I know what the first two beers are already.
Yeah, we're doing 5, yeah.
The other three you named, I probably won't be able to pick out. But the first two,
You think you got them?
I think I got them.
Challenge accepted.
Nice. Yeah. No, definitely.
I get a little bit of vegetableness. Yeah.
Little corny, little banana-y, no hops to speak of.
I don't think this is going to be the most obtrusive creamed corn flavor.
The body on this is definitely bigger than the last beer.
Yep.
I'm not immediately off-put, but it's definitely got some vegetable notes.
Finish isn't bad.
The Swedish is terrible,
The Swedish.
but the finish is fine. I would pay $1 for 16 ounces of that beer.
I would pay $9 for 18 cans of it. At the current going rate. Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Number 3.
On number 3. Chuggably, not the best.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, thank you.
All right, first thing I noticed, this one is distinctly more orange. More
It
yellow.
is definitely darker.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Very different nose from the first two, actually.
Quite a bit more yeast ester from this beer.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more going on from the yeast character.
It's very hay.
Hey-y.
Hey. Yeah.
And definitely banana going on.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to banana. I never get banana out of these.
I get a little bit of banana.
It's pissy.
Ooh, it's a little bit off balance in the palate, like a little bit more acidic, for sure.
Do you think this one's sweeter? I think the first one's sweeter, but
I think this one has the most like lingering body, like sweetness.
It's got a little bit of a slick mouthfeel to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
oh, it's really pissy if you swish it.
Tastes a little bit catty too, a little bit like like a sharp, twingy.
Like an aggressively rushed fermentation. You know, you get a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I can see where you're getting at there.
Yeah. It feels like most of the flavor coming out of this beer is from things the yeast did to it. Cheap grocery store hot dog buns.
Yeah. Costco even.
Yeah.
Was just a touch
Straight
of,
up Costco hot dog.
Like the kind that you could squish down into a cube that big. They're so full of air.
Yeah.
You know.
But with the touch of the hot dog water added.
That's what it is to me, hot dog water.
I get a little
This thing
bit, yeah.
tastes like hot dog water, yeah.
2 and 3 are both, I would say, on the pretty bad side for me.
Yeah, no, the finish on this is the worst for me.
Yeah, not great. I could drink it, but yeah, not great for sure.
Thank God that's
All right.
the word.
4, number 4. All right, now we're on to number 4. Still don't know what it is, but let's dive in and get this done. After
Much
which-
more yellow.
That's what I thought. Peter said bullshit.
I would say this one, smell-wise, is about as neutral as the first one.
God, I would say smell-wise it's very wet. As per usual.
Stop putting beer in your nose, Logan.
Yeah. So straight on, I just tasted it. It tastes super neutral. Now I can't smell anything though because my nose is very wet.
Yeah, super neutral and without a lot of cloying acidity to it. This one does taste like it has a little bit of balance to it, which I think the first one tasted like it had less hops than this one. It's hard to remember back to the first one, but I think this one tastes a little bit more imbalanced, maybe slightly more acidic balance to the malt character without.
This to me is the most neutral one we've tasted so far.
I would agree. Okay, correct.
It is, as far as the balance goes, it does actually, to me, balance towards having just a tinge more bitterness to it.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say. Once I got my nose cleared out of beer, it literally smelled like CO2. I was like, this is like tastes like smells like when you get blasted in the face with CO2.
I forgot what ones we're tasting, but this is one of the rice lagers.
Yeah, really cardboard lingered.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Can't say a whole lot about it because it's got hardly any flavor to it at all. But
Of beers that were cheap and on tap somewhere, I'd probably go 1 and 4 so far. That's my personal preference. All right, so let's do some brewing real quick that you guys won't see because it's going to happen off camera, and then we'll come back and finish this out with a 5th beer. Let's add hops to the mix.
it's a highly technical process.
And then you turn on the whirlpool.
Yep. What you would normally do on like a very small homebrew scale is your 5-minute edition or even your 10-minute edition. In this is right at the beginning of the whirlpool, and that's just because of the amount of contact time and temperature it has with the wort. That's one of the biggest differences going from homebrew to commercial is contact time and hop utilization. On the homebrew scale, you might be able to chill your wort in, 20 minutes. On the commercial scale, it takes a lot longer to chill your wort just because of the sheer volume that you're going through.
All right, now that the pump's off.
Oh, that's actually really nice because now it's not super loud in the background.
That's
All right. This one is the exact same color as the last one.
And the 4 before that.
No.
Wait, are we?
there was
number 5 already?
number 3 was the most yellow for sure.
Yeah, number 3 was the darkest.
This one I would say is a little bit yellower than number 1 and 4.
Smells like yellow.
Smells like yellow.
Smells like yellow.
New flavor description.
This one, this one is a little old dive bar bathroom to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you need to mop the floor, get rid of the urine.
This one's the driest, I think. in
Yeah,
my
it is the
opinion.
driest. It's the least
This one's
sweet.
definitely dry.
Also very highly carbonated.
Yeah.
And it rolls off into some acidity that I'm not sure I like.
Should we tag the manufacturers of Glencairn glasses just to piss them off?
People ask us about glasses all the time, by the way. These are Glencairns. Fantastic tasting machines.
Fancy, gentrified, hipster cocktail place. You usually get these. You get these for your neat whiskey,
Yeah.
and then you get the bigger ones for the cocktails.
Yeah, hashtag steel barrel. I don't know what this one is.
I think I have an idea.
Wait, have we already gone through all 5?
Yes, this is the 5th one.
This is what happens when you come to work sober, folks.
Yeah, it's sober. Let's do our order of what we liked the most, what we liked the least. I'll do my whole list. It went 4, 1, 5, then 3, then 2.
I would go 3, 2, 1, 5, 4.
I'm gonna go 1. This is 5. 2.
Oh.
3, 4? I don't know.
In the order we tasted them.
Okay.
So 1 through 5. I
Yeah.
would say Rolling Rock.
You rolling us one?
Rolling Rock was 1. Rolling Rock, Miller Lite, PBR, Bud Light, Coors Light.
Number 1, I'm gonna actually go with PBR. Number 2 is definitely Rolling Rock. I know that one. And 3 and 4, I don't quite remember, but I'm going to say arbitrarily. I'm gonna say 3 was Miller's, 4 was Coors, and the last was actually Bud Light.
Okay.
All right, 1 is Bud Light, 2 is Rolling Rock, 3 is Miller Lite, 4 is PBR, 5 is whatever I haven't said.
Okay. What if you
Yeah.
didn't keep track? That'd be funny.
Oh, that would be really funny, actually.
So let's do the reveal. What was number 1?
Number 1 is Miller Lite.
Ah!
Oh, we're so far off.
Sneaky. Number 2 is Rolling Rock.
2 was Rolling Rock.
Nailed
you guys
it.
were both right
Yeah.
on that one.
3 was Pabst.
3
knew
was
that.
okay.
I
That
knew
was
that
the
for
weirdest
3
one.
was
Yeah.
Peeves.
All right. So which was 4?
4 was Bud Light
Bud
for sure.
Light. 4 was Coors Light.
Oh,
Coors,
Coors Light
yeah,
was the most
4
neutral.
was
And then
Coors.
Bud Light was number 5.
Bud Light
Okay.
number 5.
0.
And that about sums up light beers for y'all. We drink beer for a living and still can't figure our own shit out.
But you know, it's not fair. We don't drink these beers all the time.
That's true. Other than Rolling Rock, Logan and I literally picked different things for this blind tasting versus the last time we did a blind tasting of the exact same beers, but the camera was, or the mic was accidentally off. And so from time to time, your palate's just going to change. Yeah, I would say your palate actually changes more than the light beers does, unless it has a really strong flavor. Last time, I think we both thought that Bud Light and PBR were the most neutral, and this time it looks like Miller Lite and Coors Light were the most neutral with
I'm
1 and
really
4.
surprised you guys
Yeah.
think PBR is neutral. PBR to me has the most
Well, this time we did.
weirdness going on.
Yeah,
This time it had some weirdness, like it
Yeah,
had some
yeah.
stuff going on.
Definitely.
But last time we tasted it, we both thought it was super neutral.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a can-to-can variance or if it's just our
Nope.
palates being.
I think it's totally. I think you're spot on, Peter. It's all about the palate. It's all about your variance and your palate from day to day.
which happens.
And the bottom line is, by the time you all get to drinking these beers, you're already drunk from drinking good beer anyway. So,
Well, here's-
Yeah,
the mountain's blue at least.
oh yeah, look at that. The can's empty and the mountain's blue.
Blue Mountain Pride. All right, that'll sum up our thing. Like, subscribe, comment, touch Logan's nipple anytime you get a chance, and we'll see you next time.
Well, Genus Brewing, hopefully not drinking some cheap beer.
Yeah, we're gonna switch this
I
up.
love how I grabbed like the worst one too.
No, Rolling Rock's the worst one by far.
Glass line tanks.
Woo!
Yeah.